Real Talk 100, Real Justice. In May of 2014, Isla Vista, California, became a hunting ground for Elliot Rodger. The 22-year-old went on a violent rampage that claimed the six lives that six people and then died by suicide, all because he was angry that women didn't like him. Just before the massacre, Rodger shared a chilling video on YouTube titled Elliot Rodger's Retribution, explaining that his motives of the killings in it. He ranted about how he wanted to hurt women for not having sex with him. He also said that he hated men who were successful with women because he felt that he was better than many of them. In addition, Rodger left a 137-page manifesto that delivered into his childhood would explain how he became, how to come to harbor such anger. He wrote that he had no choice but to exact revenge on the society that have denied him a happy, healthy life of love and sex. Perhaps most distributely of all, the 2014 Isla Vista killing sparked several copycat attacks by men who hailed Rodger as an incel hero. So, so Elliot Rodger, Elliot Olive Rodger, Robertson Rodger, was born in London on July 24th, 1991. He was the son of a British filmmaker, Peter Rogers, who was a unit director of a popular 2012 movie called The Hunger Games. His mother, Lin Ching, was a Malaysian Chinese nurse. The family relocated to Los Angeles in 1996. His parents divorced when he was 7. His father later remarried Samaya Axabon, a Moroccan actress, but Alien didn't get along with his stepmother. They often argued, especially when she tried to discipline him, as he was not used to be heard the word no. He don't like the word no. When Rodger started school, he faced certain bullies from the other students who were virtually no social life. He was always long and belonged to the popular groups, but he was struggling to fit in wherever he went. As Rodger reached his teen years, he desperately wanted a girlfriend, but no matter how hard he tried, girls did not want anything to do with him. He started to feel intense hatred towards couples, and he would become jealous whenever he saw them together. This was an all boys school. Rodger recalled it in a manifesto. How he the hell were those boys even able to meet girls and I have sex and to have sex with? I hope they were lying. I hope against all hope. Rodger went on a recount the incident that happened at the end of his refreshment year of high school. One of the obnoxious classmates named Jesse was bragging about having sex with his girlfriend. I definitely told him that I didn't believe him, so he played a voice recording of what sounded like him and his girlfriend having sex. I can hear a girl saying his name over and over again. He grunted at me smugly, and I felt so inferior to him that I hated him. So Rodger parents transferred him to different high schools for his sophomore year, but things only took a worse turn. When Elliot Rodger left his second high school after just 1 week because he was bullied so severely, he then transferred to a small school which is only 100 students, from which he granted in 2010. So Rodger enrolled in a community college, but he left when he wasn't able to make friends or meet girls. He then attended Moore Park College, but he wrote in the manifesto that it to become a place of loneliness, a despair. Rodger explained the breaking point when I saw a good loving couple walk along in an area what I was dreaming of, walking with a girlfriend. To watch another boy experience it when a beautiful girl who should be mine was a living hell. So by June of 2011, Rodger's parents has become concerned about his lack of social life. He was spending all his time playing the online computer game World of Warcraft. Then they moved him to Isla Vista, where they paid for his classes at Santa Barbara City College and covered the rent for an apartment. On the first day of his new school, Rodger was excited to see the pretty girls he will be in class with. I sure I'll have an attractive appearance that day, he wrote. But those girls didn't seem to notice it. Perhaps I was deluding myself. So over the next 3 years, Elliot Rodger became increasingly more hostile. On the least three separate occasions, he threw drinks at couples who was kissing in public and women who didn't smile at him. In July 2013, Rodger went to a house party in an attempt to lose his virginity when no woman wouldn't talk to him. He climbed up on a ledge and pretended to shoot people with an invisible gun. He tried to push a woman off a ledge, but the group of men knocked him off instead. Rodger broke his ankle, and he later told the police that he'd been attacked unprovided through witnesses confirmed that Rodger has been the instigator. So when incident was the final spark that caused Elliot Rodger to plan his day of restitution from August of 2013 to May of 2014, he painstakingly planned out his massacre. In the months of leading up to a 2014 Isla Vista killing, Rodger uploaded a 22 video on his YouTube channel discussing his frustration with his failed attempts to attract women. He described himself as the ideal magnificent gentleman and could not understand why women did not notice him despite his good looks and fancy clothes and an expensive car. Then on May 23rd, 2014, Elliot Rodger carried out his violent act of revenge, and he called the final solution to deal with all the injustice that had to face at the hands of a woman in society. So on Friday, May 23rd, 2014, armed with 3 guns and 2 knives, 22-year-old Rodger started his terrified attack by fatally stabbing his 2 roommates and one of their friends in the apartment. So in February 2015, that the 3 victims were Chan Yan Hong and Wahan Wang and George Chan, 19. Although Rodger stabbed the man 144 times, again, Rodger stabbed the man 134 times. Then he changed his bloody clothes, went to Starbucks, ordered a vanilla latte, and returned back to his apartment where he wrote on his diary, "This is it. 1 hour, I will have my revenge on a cool world. I hate you all, die." So he wrote a letter saying this. So Rodger also emailed his manifesto to dozens of people, including his family member and therapist. He then uploaded his final 7-minute YouTube video in which he stated, "You girls have never been attracted to me. I will punish you all for it. Now, around 9:15 p.m., Elliot Rodger arrived at the Alpha Phi sorority house at the University of California, Santa Barbara. He targeted a house. He wrote because it was full of hot, beautiful blonde girls, the kind of girls I always desired, but it was never to have because they all looked down on me. He was trying to enter the house. He discovered the door was locked and through he barged on it for certain minutes. Nobody opened it. That angry Rodger returned to his car and started shooting people at random, killing the 22-year-old Catherine Cooper and 19-year-old Veronica West. Rodger then began to drive around Isla Vista, firing his gun and hitting people with their car. In less than 8 minutes, he had injured 14 people and killed 20-year-old Christopher Michael Martinez. Then the police soon caught up with Rodger. He exchanged gunfire with them before shooting himself in the head. The Isla Vista killings were over, but they are sparked several copycat attacks, including a 2018 massacre in Toronto that left 11 people dead. According to a report by the BBC at the time, just 11 minutes before Alec Minson drove a van through a group of pedestrians, he posted on Facebook an instant rebellion was already begun. He was overthrow all of the Chad and Stacy's all hail supreme gentleman of Elliot Rodger. So in the final line, on the final lines of his manifesto, Rodger had written, I am a true victim and all this. I am a good guy, finally at long last, and can show the world my true worth. Instead, he took 6 innocent lives and left behind a legacy of hatred and anger that continued his haunt his loved ones and family of his victims. So they they knew he was crazy for the beginning. He didn't have no women, wasn't interested in him. They all looked down on him. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. He wasn't no ugly person, but he had a mental disorder. And I feel sorry for the guy. So thank you for watching Real Talk 100. Real Talk.